Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering, off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I just got through having a rather delicious lunch from a very special restaurant that I'm very fond of, and I'm hoping to continue that trend with this next review. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my 12 Stones shirt. I've worn this one in a few reviews. What is 12 Stones, though? So 12 Stones is a band kind of the alternative hard rock, new metal-ish variety. They really kind of, rose to a certain amount of prominence in kind of like the early 2000s period. Probably the thing they're best known for is that their lead singer was the guest vocalist on the Evanescence song Bring Me to Life, which obviously was hugely successful. He was the Wake Me Up guy. But 12 Stones is actual band. And, again, they had their own success in their own right. They're sometimes classified as new metal. They're on the fringe of it, but they're actually a really solid band. I got to see them perform live several months ago at the time I'm doing this, and I had a blast. It was a really great show. I actually got some videos of their performance I attended. Those videos are on my channel, in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music is concerned, because, I just think they're badass. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it a very special, special restaurant? So, what I'm going to be reviewing for you in just a moment here, I got from a place called Highview Restaurant in Villa Park, Illinois. This is a place that was a favorite spot of me and my dad when we first moved out to the area many, many years ago. And it's a classic sit-down American-style, restaurant, very much the type of place that I grew up going to. And like I said, it was really like the first local spot that me and my dad gravitated to. And, it was a spot that we would frequent up until his passing away. Time I'm doing this, it's one day removed from his birthday. And once a year, I always go out to Highview to go over there and get myself a meal in remembrance of my dad. So, like I said, I just had a really nice lunch. And when I saw this on their menu, I decided, you know what? Perfect opportunity to also get in a review. But what am I reviewing for you, folks? It happens to be, boom! But what is this? This is their Philly beef sandwich. Difference. It consists of roast beef, sauteed mushrooms, green peppers, onions, with mozzarella cheese on French bread. It's a Philly cheesesteak, but with roast beef instead of with the steak. Okay. It's also kind of in the shape of a sub sandwich. So, I'm considering this a sub sandwich review. Now, what with it being a sub sandwich review, I do have to preface this real quick with three things. Number one, for over 3 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. What that means is I've been going out to basically every place I can find that sells sub sandwiches, be they chain locations, proper restaurants, the Walmart. I've been trying out their sub sandwiches. I've been reviewing them. I've been posting them on my YouTube channel. But I'm such a nice guy, I don't just post on my YouTube channel. That's where number 2 comes into play. I actually have an entire playlist called Subs for Subs. That's where my sub sandwich reviews get uploaded. I have been posting sub sandwich reviews in there for, again, over 3 years. I have over 200 at the time I'm doing this. But maybe that's not enough for you. Maybe you're greedy. Maybe you want more sub sandwich reviewing goodness. All you have to do is wait until Sunday, because that's where number 3 comes into play. Sunday is SUBday. Every Sunday is when I go over there and upload my sub sandwich reviews. I have not missed a Sunday in over 3 years. But let's get to this sandwich. First of all, let's get a thing for the thing here. It's pretty sexy looking, right? let's... This might be a sandwich that would be better suited towards a knife and fork, but oh my god, that's ridiculous! Let's give it a go. I mean, I love roast beef, so... Lots of meat. Roast beef tastes good. That with the mozzarella cheese, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Cheesy beef sandwich is one of the best things ever. I like the taste from the French bread. I like that they toasted it. Gives a little extra texture. Also brings out some of the flavor. That's really nice. Try to get... Yeah, it's nice. The veg tastes nice. I like green peppers. I know some people aren't fond of green peppers. They say that they don't have enough flavor. I disagree. I think that they have plenty of flavor. Maybe not as much as other peppers, but I think that they have a great role to play in certain instances. And I think that in this instance, it works great. I really like this. This is tasty. Oh. The grilled onions are really nice. For people who've been watching my show for a while, I'm not a big onion person, but I've converted. I like grilled onions. Every now and again, you get a somewhat buttery, kind of earthy hit from one of the mushrooms. I will say, I would have liked more mushrooms. I think if I was going to get this again, that would be my one tweak, would just be, hey, can I get extra mushrooms on it? But this is good, man. It's tasty. That hits for me. It's cheesy and beefy, and the veg tastes good. I love the addition of the mushrooms. That's a good time, man. I like that. Obviously, it does have somewhat of a different flavor profile from like a Philly steak, because, you know, you've got the beef instead of the steak. But, you know, being that I'm from the Chicagoland area, I'm very partial to some roast beef, and, you know, of course, we're famous for our Italian beef here. I will say, I think if it had been properly done Italian beef instead of roast beef, it would have been even better. But that was still a very fine sandwich. Like, that was just tasty in every regard. Okay. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with yes and yes. Like, that sandwich hit for me. There's areas it could improve. Like, again, I think that if you again, use like proper Italian beef, that would amp up the flavor all the more. Also, just toss this out there. Maybe some garlic bread, to go over there, because like I like the French bread that they use. Maybe I'll offer it up as like, even if you pay a little bit extra, do some garlic bread. Because everything about it was properly tasty, but you could definitely elevate those flavors just a little bit, But all things concerned, it was a nice, beefy, cheesy, mess of a sandwich. It's just little things that I would go over there and change here or there just to go over there and kind of put it over the top. But all things concerned, man, that was a tasty sandwich, and I think it cost me about $12. I can't be mad at that. Now, if I'm recommending it, I mean, here's the thing. I'm definitely recommending it. I don't know if it's exactly, I wouldn't go as far as to consider like a destination item or anything like that. If they tweak it a little bit, they could make it into that. But this is a good sandwich, man. And like, for value, absolutely. Like, I have paid more for far lesser sandwiches. And yeah, I mean, it's just, all the ingredients work. About the only thing that I could maybe see some people be, if you're expecting a Philly cheesesteak, it's obviously different than that. Not only is it different in the type of protein, but also in, like the cheese and stuff like that. Philly cheese has a very specific vibe and thing. But like this is, kind of a Illinois twist on it a little bit. I'm not saying it's better or anything. Again, I think if you proper Italian beef, maybe some garlic, but it has a similar flavor profile. It's nice. It tastes good, and it's just, yeah, man, it's just a nice big ass sandwich. So this is something where I would say, hey, if you got a good appetite, you happen to be in the, sort of Villa Park area, there's a reason why Highview was a favorite spot for me and my dad. Again, it's a proper, nice sit down place. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. 5 things before I get out of here, though. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there themselves a truly Illinois cheese beef sandwich-tastic rest of your life. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. Not even, just in honor of, my dad's recent birthday, but, just every day. And I've mentioned this in some of my reviews in the past. Cherish the people that you love. I've been a little bit befallen with the fact that, I lost both my parents in a relatively short order within just, the past few years. And, after my dad passed away, I made that promise to myself that, I would, try to be there more for my family and try to have it be more of a thing in my life. And, and then when my mom passed away, I still felt very lacking, and I do genuinely try, to be more present and to, because I think it's incredibly important. Like I said, cherish the people you love, go out to dinner with them, make that effort, because it shouldn't even have to be a consequential thing, thinking, oh, well, they could be gone. Just do it because you love them, because you care. Don't take them for granted. Anyway,